the National Security Guard bomb disposal squad had to be called in outside the base hospital. This bomb was discovered this afternoon outside Army Hospital, Delhi cantonment. This incident took place around 2:30 in the afternoon when a Toyota Corolla car was crossing the base hospital, and that's when near a speed breaker a motorcycle came from the opposite direction and they stopped the car, threw in a suspicious packet. The motorcycle zoomed off. We still don't know the details. These are pictures that we're bringing to you from outside the Army Hospital, Delhi cantonment, where a bomb was found in a car. And now the news that's coming in that this bomb has now been defused. The bomb disposal squad, first of the Indian Army, then the Delhi police, and then the National Security Guard was called in to defuse this explosive. The story you heard first on headlines today this afternoon around 2 when the army cordoned off this entire area, asked people to move away, and the police had to be called in. First it was the Army bomb disposal squad, the Army dog squad, which came outside the base hospital. The dogs found this packet to be extremely suspicious. The owner of the Toyota Corolla car and the driver were detained for questioning. The story that they have given out to the police so far is that they were crossing this place when an unidentified motorcyclist, there were 2 people on the motorcycle, they threw in a suspicious bag which looked like a laptop bag inside this car and they zoomed off. We still don't have details of who those 2 motorcyclists were, but let me bring in headlines today's Aditi Anant Narayanan for more on this story. Aditi, what are your sources in Delhi police telling you?
Gaurav, right now, most probably one of the bombs has been defused. As you were rightly saying that the Delhi police bomb disposal squad were here, but they called in the NSG after the sniffer dogs detected some suspicious element inside the bag. And we also heard a small blast, which generally comes after a bomb is diffused. So for now, there is a slight confirmation that one of the bombs which was present in the bag has been defused, but we are also trying to figure it out whether how many bombs were there. And yes, it is true that there were 2 people who came on a bike who left the bag here at around 4:15. So right now we are waiting for more information to come in to ask whether there are more bombs inside the bag or not, Gaurav.
Okay. Now the sequence of events, Aditi, what army sources were telling me when this car stopped outside the army hospital was that this was a Toyota which was crossing that road. Suddenly 2 motorcyclists came from the opposite side. They threw in a bag and said happy birthday and zoomed off. Do we know anything about who these motorcyclists are? Do we have the details of who the owner of this car and the driver? They've been detained for questioning. Do we know who they are?
Gaurav, right now the police are not giving us any confirmed statement as of now as of who detected the bomb and who were the 2 people who were there on a bike and who left us the bag outside the base hospital here in Delhi Can. But we are waiting. We are also hearing that the Delhi Commissioner of Police, Neeraj Kumar, is also on his way. He will be here. The DCP Southwest is already at the site. The NSG has been called in. So we are waiting for the Police Commissioner to come in, who will give us a confirmed statement as in who were the 2 people, whether there are any details of the people who threw the bag, and about the details of the driver of the Toyota Corolla who stopped here outside the base hospital, Gaurav.
And this was exemplary work which was displayed by the army personnel who were on duty outside the base hospital. Was this bomb, was this explosive, was it meant for army hospital? Was the target army hospital in Delhi cantonment? Because that would be extremely serious if somebody was trying to target patients or soldiers or their families at the hospital. What is the police saying? Who was the intended target, or were they taking the explosives somewhere else?
Right now, Gaurav, as per the sequence of events, our sources are saying that probably the target was the army hospital because the bike stopped and the bag was kept outside, after which the bike zoomed off. So we are suspecting, sources are saying that yes, the target might have been the army base hospital here in Delhi Can, but still again we do not have any confirmed sources right now, and we are waiting for the police commissioner to come and let us know. And yes, definitely the bag was detected at around 4:15, at around 5 o'clock. The National Security Guards were called in, and we just heard a small blast here, which generally comes after a bomb is diffused.
Yes.
So right now we do have information that at least 1 bomb has been diffused, which was found in the bag which was left outside the base camp here.
Let me also quickly bring in headlines today's Deputy Editor Defense Shiv Arur. Shiv, your sources in the army, are they saying was the army hospital the target, or was this bomb just being ferried? Was the explosive just being ferried? Do we know who the intended target was? Has the army given a clean chit to those two men in the Toyota car who've been detained for questioning? Have they been given a clean chit yet?
Not yet, Gaurav. It's still very open-ended right now. The sense I'm getting from my sources is that it is quite possible that the base hospital was not the target. Remember, it's a secured area in the Delhi cantonment, cantonment area, and where this bomb was actually thrown was on the outside. They didn't have access to the actual hospital itself. So at this point of time, one of the theories is that, like you rightly pointed out, it is possible that the bomb was actually being transported to another location. Now, what actually transpired between the civil vehicle and the motorcycle, the occupants of both, is not known at this time, but they are under interrogation, and it will be perhaps known soon precisely, what the target of that bomb was, where it was made, was the person aware of, what was inside the bag? Was he just a carrier for that, for that bag? All of that is currently being right now, because remember, just a few hours ago, the police and the army were deciding whether to actually blow up the bag or to actually attempt to defuse it. But now, as Aditi is reporting, they have managed to defuse it.
Okay, Shiv, stay on with me, stay on with me. There is more breaking news coming in even as we speak. There is a suspicious bag that's been found in M Block Market in Greater Kailash. Even as we speak, there is a suspicious bag that has just been found in M Block Market, and this has triggered yet another scare. This is in South Delhi's Greater Kailash M Block Market. What happened at the army hospital? The pictures that you're seeing on your television screen is outside the army base hospital, where this afternoon a suspicious bag was found in a car. That car has been detained. Two men who were inside that car have been detained for questioning. These are pictures that we're getting to you from outside the army base hospital in Delhi cantonment. That's the army's bomb disposal squad. The army BDS tried to defuse the explosive found in a bag. The Delhi police bomb disposal squad came in. The National Security Guard bomb disposal squad was called in, and even as we speak about one explosive being diffused, there is another report that is coming in that at South Delhi's Greater Kailash M Block Market, this is an extremely crowded market area in South Delhi in upscale Greater Kailash, there is a suspicious bag that has triggered an alert. We'll get to our reporters on ground and get you more details on that. What we are learning is that the Delhi Police Commissioner Neeraj Kumar is on his way to the Delhi cantonment area where this explosive has just been diffused. The big question remains, was the army hospital a target, and who are the perpetrators here? Information that army sources have shared with headlines today is that two men were on a motorcycle. They stopped a Toyota car, spoke to the owner of the car and threw a bag inside. The owner got suspicious. He stopped the car outside the army hospital, alerted the police, alerted the army. The army bomb disposal unit is just a couple of meters away from where this place is. The army bomb disposal squad came in. The dog squad came in. The dog squad team commander alerted the Delhi police because he said there's something suspicious in this bag. And former Delhi Police Commissioner Mr. T.R. Kakkar joins me on the phone line. Mr. Kakkar, first an explosive found near the army hospital in Delhi Cant, then a suspicious bag being found outside M Block Market in Greater Kailash. Sir, you've been Delhi Police Commissioner. What do you make of this? Is somebody trying to target Delhi, or is this perhaps somebody scaring people?
The fact that explosive was there in the bag only goes to show that Delhi also is a target. It's only thing that they are trying to find a proper place where they can really plant such bombs. I'm sure when the Delhi is on the alert, most of the markets, most of the places are already covered by patrolling or by the police otherwise. And that only goes to show that we have to be alert. We have to be absolutely careful, and the police has to be alert. The danger is still lurking.
Okay.
Hello.
Okay. Now,
Yeah,
Delhi has been targeted several times by terrorists in the past. You've had big incidents, you've had relatively smaller incidents. What is it that needs to be done to make Delhi safer, sir? Why is it that frequently Delhi continues to be target? Where is it? Where is it? It's still very preliminary. The information that is coming in, a suspicious bag being found here or an explosive being diffused outside the army hospital. What do you read of these signs, sir?
News. And Delhi will continue. Therefore, we will have to be on the alert continuously and seek a lot of cooperation of Delhiites. Be that in the marketplaces, businessmen, students, and the general public, people traveling in the buses, we will have to advise them to be careful, and anything which is suspicious, lying somewhere, must be reported immediately. Unless such a cooperation comes from the people, police alone or the authorities alone may not be able to prevent everything.
Yes, but this does indicate, if this is happening by design, whoever is targeting Delhi or trying to target Delhi, the fact that a bomb was found, an explosive was found outside the army hospital, this does goes on to show that whoever is planning this is planning it well. You choose a hospital, you choose a market.
Yeah, but you are very correct. You are very correct. You see, the army. There are three things. It is a cantonment, it is a hospital, and the bomb has been planted. Because should the bomb have gone off, it would have made a very big news for them. So there are people, we have to now, the police now, actually the SIT and the special branch and other people will have to go after the suspects without really caring for any group, like, the people who belong to our community or the other community and all that. Without sort of making any distinction, they must go after the suspects and question them, detain them, because otherwise anything can happen in Delhi. One can't say, one just can't sit idle.
Indeed, that's a fair point you're making, that one can't sit idle. But the point that you raised, irrespective of who's behind this, the security forces must go after them, the police must go after them. Sir, you've been Delhi Police Commissioner, you've been Special Security, Internal Security, Special Secretary, Internal Security in the Ministry of Home Affairs. Is there a situation where security forces don't go after people because of other considerations, the considerations that you pointed out, sir?
Fortunately, in this country, there are so many considerations. Whether we accept it or we don't accept it, there are many considerations which thwart the attempts of the security forces to really reach the culprits. We will have to forget about all that. But my only advice is that we are being targeted, and therefore anybody, nobody should be scared. We will think of the consequences later. We will try and answer the human rights, and we will try and answer the organized groups and all that. But yes, the immediate point is Delhi must be saved from the catastrophe. That's all that I'm saying.
No, that's a very, very important point you're making, Mr. Kakkar. As former Delhi Police Commissioner, what would your advice be for Delhiites at this point of time? People watching this broadcast on Headlines Today, when they learn of a bomb being diffused outside the army hospital, when they hear of a suspicious bag being found outside the M Block market in GK1, what should people do, sir?
I'm not going to scare people, but I can only advise them that, look, you are being targeted. Anybody and any one of us can be a victim. Therefore, please keep your ears and eyes open. Cooperate with the authorities, and the police should further strengthen its watch on places where we know which are the places likely to be targeted.
Yes.
A little more vigilance should be maintained. That's all that can be done at this stage.